Welcome to Project Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival. And here I was stood on top of my capital vessel. Now, in the end of the last part, I did talk about going up into space, exploring the moon in this system, and possibly moving to another planet. And that is where I do want to go. But I thought in this part, what I want to do is try out the new hover tank. So what I've done is I've kind of flown around the planet, and I found this convoy here, which is a relatively easy POI. Oh, come off it, game. Why are you... Oh. Let's just get into here, because I don't want to take damage from flaming hailstones. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just work our way through the hangar deck. So I've got to come down here anyway. So I thought what we're going to do is we're going to try out the new hover tank against that convoy. And then, I mean, it could be... I mean, if it's pretty weak, it may not last very long. Yeah, we're just going to open the back doors a bit so I can get in and out. Really got to do some switches on this. Now, the other thing I want to do, well, there's two issues that I need to think about. One is whether I can store the hover tank in here and still have the SV in here. I think if I move the SV right over into this corner, oops, we could kind of just squish it into this corner here. Just get rid of you there. I need some food as well. Stock up on the old food situation. We got waffles, I think. A waffle. I mean, I've got no shortage of food at the moment. And let's see if they're still hailing out. It's going to be annoying. What I might be able to do is just very quickly spawn the ship. Right, if I spawn it, I'll be able to do all the necessary from here. Should be able to be in range of it now, because as far as I know, the Galactic does have a what's it, wireless connector. I've made some ammunition for it, and of course what we're going to need to do, in fact I've done this the wrong way round, so we'll put this back to the capital vessel. Galactic over here. Just put some fuel, go to operational needs. Just drop a few of those in, and I think we'll just go and get the heal up first. Actually, I've got some. Where's it? Not Mechanicos. The storage like here. The main is that. The ammo is that. And we've got a small controller. It's got quite a lot of carry capacity, plus a couple of tiny little things. So, I mean, it's going to be a fairly useful ship to have, but where's the... Let's knock out those. Let's knock out that, get me back to 500. Now, just to give you a quick tour of the Mechanicos, or I could call it Mechanicos, but it's Carcanicos, isn't it? What we've got is we've got a couple of sentry guns, a rocket launcher in the center, and a couple here. And just to show you, we don't have any shielding on this. I really would like to make the shielding. What's the CPU stats like? Close. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't mind putting a second, what we call it, turret on here. I don't know if I were to get one. If I could take that off, I don't really need the docking pad. Let's see, we'll just retrieve the docking pad. Cancel that, and let's have a quick look at the instructor in. I think I can make a turret for an HV CV1. This is the HV mini turret. This CPU 900. What is the CPU on Anacos? Is that the right one? Yep. 25,000. I think we can put a second turret on this. So we're just going to knock that up. Back to here. And make sure we get the right one. There we are. HV, that's not that, it's the HV rocket turret. This is actually 450. It's actually less. Kind of being a bit tempted to put 2 of them on. Not sure where I can put them, but I take the rear one off as well. Actually, we might better get 2 turrets, one on each side here, but it might overhang a little bit. Now, the reason I'm beefing up the turrets is that the sentry guns are great, but to take down heavy weapons, you really need the rocket launchers. So we're just going to kind of do that. Construct it out. It was a kind of quick wait. What I would like is one on that side, just there. I was going to say it's going to overhang a little bit, but I'd rather do that. Another one there. That gives me 3. I'm just going to. Starts. Hailstorm has stopped, so. And just check the CPU stats. We're still underneath. That's good. And of course, what we're going to have to do is. Got the miniguns. Where's the rocket launchers? So it's under rocket launcher 1. Wow. Actually, this is auto group. No. I don't think I want to auto group this. I don't think there's any switches, so I think we can auto group this. But what it will do is bring all the weapons up into. We've got the 2 Gatling guns there. What happened to my turrets? Oh yeah. We've got the 7 turrets here. We certainly don't want you wasting ammunition on predators. I think the rest can kind of stay. And I think we're kind of ready to go. You think you can let me in the door, please? Why can't... I've been able to get in here before. And just to show you on the inside, we've got a drone hatch here, which is one of the reasons why I like this hover tank. Because if you're on very extreme planets there, and I think there's a space just here for the shield generator. I don't think, let me just actually just have a quick look. Sorry. I'm not sure I can get the shield generator on here because it would be nice if I could put one in. Just see, capital vessel, other vehicle. Let's see, where's the shield generator? You can see the CPU for a polarized shield generator is 15,000, which means that the only way we're going to get that onto here is to go to tier 4. I think there is a pentaxid tank in here though. We've got that. We just haven't got anything else. Power's on. We've got thrusters. Go to here. Reload. Not that we're gonna. Because the thing about when you fight with hover tanks is that you tend to push this up a little bit. Yeah, the thing with when you fight with hover tanks, it's all about turrets, to be honest. There's a plasma drone in there as well, so actually I just had a thought. Maybe I do need to do the turrets. Don't waste your time with that. You need mounted weapons. Don't worry, you start with generators or thrusters at the moment. All you're meant to be after is mounted weapons. So it looks we can draw that plasma drone out. Okay. Yeah, it's just getting close. We're probably taking damage. I think we're going to do this on foot. Get rid of the... Now, there's always foot patrols hanging around here, so you need to be a little bit careful. Container there. Okay. I got a feeling that the SV would have been more elegant, actually. Yeah, we've lost the harvester off the front. It goes without saying. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, let's just grab these guys. Now, if any of you are not familiar with the Convoy, it's a series of vehicles, and the turrets mounted here. And normally, what you get is a whole load of fuel tanks here. But of course, because I've gone in heavy-handed with missiles, it's blown up. Nothing's really come out here. But down the back here, you get fridge. That can go in the fridge for the moment. And we can just shove this in the wall box. And what you get down is that you get a little bit of loot down in the bottom here, actually. Let's shove this all in here. Get rid of that, don't really need it. Salvage out. Oh, we've got some power. That one seemed to be empty. I always wanted a multi-tool. It's here. Let's take that. As far as I know, there isn't anything else in this section. Let's take the glass as well. And there is a loot box in the front section. Now, I want to be a bit careful because sometimes there's a guard in here, but he's not in. No guard in here today. Shove that in there. Canacos. Canacos. I'll get into the habits. And that is about it, as far as I know, for the convoy. You can see it's been made to look like a column of vehicles. See what the damage is on here. Yeah, I mean, most of what we lost was from the harvester on the front. I mean, the rest of it is because the rest of it's combat steel, but of course the harvester looks like we might have lost a block there. Just have a look on the other side. Nope, it's actually the shape of the ship. So the combat steel kind of worked there, but anything else here? I think everything else did pretty well. Of course, one advantage is that we can just drop down in the center here. Got a clone chamber. I'm not exactly sure why I need a clone chamber in here, because we got med station in here as well. If I can get this up to the next tier and put a shield on it, it'd be really good. Can we... Oh, can't we upgrade anymore? I'm sure we used to be able to upgrade the extenders. We got one here, one there. Oh well. And that is a convoy. If we can find another convoy, I'll show you what it's like to attack the convoy with a SV, with a shield, of course. I can't remember, where's my ship? Oh, there's a crash capital vessel over there. There's something about 1.9 over there. I think we're just going to park straight in, get to maximum height. One thing I found with this hover tank is that you're going to go into the hangar deck, you need a little bit of a run up. Wow, maybe that was a little bit too dramatic. And it looks like we've got plenty of space in here. Drop you down a little bit. Seem to be a little bit stuck there. So why won't... Well, I think we're in far enough anyway, so... Yeah, we'll just turn the power off. That's the usual thing with when you've got other tanks with an interior. When you stand up, they kind of... right, we'll just close up the ramps. What's the next thing we're going to need to do is empty this out. Capital vessel constructor in. Take that. Put that in. Oh, still want that in there. And the money we keep in the fridge. Okay, go in there. I think put that in building components as well. This is for operational needs. And it'd be nice to have been able to get the fuel out of there, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I think we're going to keep some of this stuff in the structure out now. I mean, I've got lots of heavy weapons upgrades and things like that already. So if we go back up to the ship. Now, I do know that there are several convoys on this planet. So we're just going to get up to here. And actually, one thing I do want to do, go to here, capital vessel, structure in. I want to go up. Want to kind of I'll do it with the run. I want to harden up the ship a little bit. That we got. Oops, nope. So we'll kind of harden this a little bit. Not too much, just enough to kind of make things a little bit more resilient. Because of course most of the attacks will come in on this front section. We do have an armored cockpit. I think maybe we'll just come up one more layer on there. Like that. Now, where can we go to do a bit of experimentation? Where am I? I'm here. Oh, we got an oxygen distribution hub. That could be fun. We got a convoy there. We got Hellstorm defense there. Right, we got a convoy down here. I don't know what's in here, but we got a convoy down there. So now the problem with the oxygen distribution hub being so close to there. Now the oxygen distribution hub actually has a weapon mounted on each corner. So that could get pretty dodgy, I think. curious to find out what's in this area here. So I think what we'll do is we're just going to go down to here and check this out. And this is something you do need to do, especially if you're someone who's relatively new to the game, is once you get your hover tanks or HVs or whatever you want, always start with relatively kind of easy, straightforward POIs. Get a feel for the ship, and even if you like me, I mean, I've been playing Empyrion for a very long time, but when you've got a ship that you're just coming out for the first time, what you always want to do is just spend a little bit of time, how can you say, getting used to the ships, getting how the feel for how the weapons work, especially with hover tanks. Because if you get really familiar with your hover tank, you can do some pretty good things with it. But at the same time, if it's very easy to get completely blown out of the water. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'll just go down to the convoy, and I'll see you once we actually get within range to mount an attack. I think if we park just say over here, because we are going to be using the SV. So I think we're just going to drop down here. Oh, see that shadow coming? And the other thing I was just thinking about while I was actually flying down here is, what do I actually need? Where's the... Here we are. So we extenders. We got tier 4 extenders for... Let's go and take a quick look at the costs. Yeah, so we've got to make 4 tier 4 extenders. Let me just see if I can actually do that. Break that in. Yeah. That's the extenders. I don't think I mean I don't have much in the way. I haven't got any small optronics bridges. That could be tricky. What do I need? Just sort by hover vehicle. So I'm going to need 1 optronic. So we're going to need 4 small optronic matrices and 4 small optronic bridges. We got 2 matrices. Okay, let me just see. Get back to there. We need here gold oscillators. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can make 2. I mean, we've got the gold. We've got loads of oscillators. What's the other one we need? Electronics. I think it's possible we should be able to make some of these. I mean, energy matrices. That's oscillators. I can't remember what the energy matrices look like. There. Oh yeah, we got loads of those. Got computers, and I mean, I think I'm gonna. What's it we needed? Sorry. I think if I can make the basics. I mean, if you don't, I mean, there's no point collecting resources if we're not going to use them. And that's the SV extenders. Where's the HV extender? That's the HV extenders. So we need 4 of those, and yeah, I'm going to go for it. So we're going to go 2 of those, 4 of those, 2 of those, and we'll see how many we can actually make. Because based on that attack we did against the convoy, we need a shield generator on the HV, and otherwise I'm just wasting my time. And I've got all those resources. If I burn out too many resources, what I will do is probably spend a bit more time going out and gathering resources. I mean that's why we gather resources, not to hoard them. It's like everything in life, money, everything. If you don't use it, there's no point having it. I mean, if you're just going to kind of sit on something just to say I've got piles or something, it's just a waste of time. So let's just finish this off, and then we're kind of Go and say hello to the guys. Just keep the harvest going. Player. Bridge 1. So we'll just grab this. And of course we're gonna. How's the ammunition situation in the SV? Ammo. Oh, we're a bit short on missiles. I think I thought I made some. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some ammunition. That's the advanced constructor. Because this is one of the annoying things with the game now. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some ammunition because we're gonna need quite a few missiles. What we can do is go down here. How much actually other ammunition have I got for the... Okay, let me just go through. I'll make about 120 of those. What other ammunition do I need for the Merc? We're a little bit low on 15mm as well. So let's just make another 1,000 of those. Okay, food. And just go to the fridge, just get something else to eat. What do we have? I think we're pop a meat burger. Just had a sudden thought. Oh, I do have some protein bars and energy bars in my thing. I've just found some extra 15mm in there. So I think that would be enough to do what we need to do. And the rest can just get knocked up as and when things go. Make sure we got the shielders on and turn the lights off because it's pretty bright down here. Although the day does tend to be quite short here. Right. Load up our ammunition. And what we're going to do now is just compare the two types of attack. What you do want to do is kind of come over here. One thing you do want to do is when you attack a convoy, come in from the side like this. Don't come in over the top. So what we're going to do is come in here. Got to get in nice and close. If you see now I'm in first person, you can see the turret in the center. And wow. You can see the secondary explosions there. Right, what we're going to do now is just move in. And of course, the advantage we got now with the SV is the fact that we've got more control over the thing. So when the opposition starts to spawn in, which they will do. Come on, guys, there we are. Of course, we got the shields, so you can see the rocket men are still taking down our shields, but I think that's about it. I think we can now drop down and we can do the rest on foot. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I think this is an example of what you've got to do is match the POI with the... You fired at me. Oh, wow, just do a quick reload. Haha. Haha, gotcha. I think the looting opportunities are a little bit better if you actually go in with the SV as well. Down there. I think we might be able to get in with the... Haha, gotcha. Got the rocket men. Look like you. Okay, we got something here. What have we got here? Tier 2 pistol. We'll take that. And we got a couple more. Get those down here. And there's the cargo. Of course, we've blown up the center section again. Excuse me, I just had a bit of a coughing fit. Yeah, it's always a bit difficult to avoid not blowing up this center section. It can be done, but to be honest, the amount of fuel you will get out is... Did I loot you? Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at that. Hello. Oops. I'm just going to salvage you. Get in here. And what have we got here? I don't have enough space to loot this down, so we're going to have to put this in the ball box. Of course, what we can do now, again, is just loot through. Whoops, inventory is full. What we'll do is we'll just get to your box player. Whoops. Actually, put that in the fridge. Just hook you up. Nope, nope, not to the fridge. To the ore box. Just makes it a bit easier to do the looting. Oops. And we'll just pick up this here. Get rid of the one in the center. Makes it a bit easier to walk around. There goes the railing again. It always breaks when you take out these corner ones. And we got that. And that's our second convoy. If you want a POI to test out an HV and SV against, or you're a new player and you want to learn how to attack POIs, Convoy is a pretty good option, to be honest, compared to other ones. What else have we got here? Did I just sweep that out there? We got Hailstorm Defense here. Hailstorm Defense here. I think what I'm going to do, just to finish off, where was the... That's the ship there. I think we're just going to have a little bit of a sweep by up here. See what's here. We know that's a convoy, that's a dead cert. And he's already kind of throwing things at us. I'm going to be very interested to see what this is. So we're going to have a little bit of a kind of swoop fly by getting close. Ah, missile base. Oh, time to go. Time to go. I mean, the missile base is okay, but it does have quite a lot of punch. You can see from this distance, what you'll see is that there's effectively a turret on each corner. The best way to take down a missile base is if you've got rough terrain nearby, so you can sneak up and take down the turrets on each corner. But with the other convoy over there, anyway, I'll think about that. We may be in the next part, especially if I can get the shield operational on the hover tank. What we might be able to do is take down that convoy and the missile base, but I need to think about that. So we're just going to get back to the ship and land on the roof. I need to do a bit of work on the back of the ship as well, because the hangar door is exposed. I know I keep saying it, but I really do need to kind of get things done. I'm just going to come in here, turn the power off, unload the ship. And what we got here, got that in there. The tractor out. So it looks like we've made 3 small optronics bridges at the moment. You need that ammo as well. We'll just put that in as well while it's there. The fridge, just shove this all in the fridge. I didn't seem to get as much from the fridge. I picked up a bit more. Well, we got some spoiled food as well. That can go to operational needs. We got some. Oh yeah, I thought I picked up a bit more than that. A bit more cash. I'll put the oxygen tank boost in there as well, and everything else is. I don't think I can get much more in the constructor in. But just keep shoving this in because we might actually need it for various other bits and pieces. I think we're. Just drop that in there for ammo, and we'll just chuck all that in there. Really got to find a trading station to do things, and we'll just shove you in there as well. So just to wind the video up, let's just take a look, see at the constructor in. This guy's still plugging away. If I can get these all 4 built, that would be awesome. I mean, we've still got a lot of resources there. We're going to go for it. So it looks like we're going to go for getting a shield generator on the hover tank, but this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. Next part, I've got no idea what I going to be doing. My temptation is to come in and possibly have a crack at this if we can get the shields on the hover tank, although it's going to be quite interesting to do. Alternatively, we may just go up into space and do something, but I must admit I am very tempted to get that shielding on the hover tank so that we can do a bit more damage in going forward. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.